Good morning. Happy Friday. My name is Matt Lopez. I'm the owner of Matthew Lopez Law. We're located in Tempe, which is the Phoenix metro area. We're the largest criminal defense law firm in the entire state of Arizona. I don't think so. Could be wrong, but I don't think there's another law firm that handles nearly as many criminal offense and DUI cases that we do. We've got 10 lawyers. So I wanted to shoot this video because I get a lot of calls about finding escorts online. And I know it's a taboo subject, but based off the sheer amount of calls that we do and the websites where people find escorts, there's got to be, if you're watching this and you've picked up an escort or you're thinking about it, you're not alone. I'm sure there's thousands and thousands of guys, tens of thousands of people probably across the country or even in the Phoenix area who do it on a daily basis. So you're not alone. But I wanted to shoot this video to give you some information on picking up an escort. If you're asking me whether or not you should do it, legally speaking, it's illegal. If you're doing it, you're committing a crime, and you could be running into consequences. Pragmatically speaking, you're really rolling the dice with your safety. How do you know that it's who they're pretending to be? If it's a girl, if it's a guy, whatever. Are you going to get mugged? Are you going to get um, hurt? Are you going to get whatever? Are they going to use this information and tell your wife and get you into any more trouble? There's so many things going on when you're dealing with a transaction that's illegal. Whether you're going down the street to buy drugs or you're meeting up with an escort to have sex, if you're doing already illegal activity, there's many things that could go wrong, and you could get injured, you could get hurt, you could get arrested, whatever. And we get a lot of phone calls where people are meeting up with somebody or with an escort, and they think they're going to get this, and they know all the lingo, um, and they talk about a price, and then it turned out to be a cop. And I can tell you guys, if you get arrested for something like this, it is an absolute nightmare. So you're facing the best case scenario. If you get arrested, you're facing misdemeanor consequences. Worst case scenario, it could be very serious felony consequences. And if it's a felony, the bond is huge, meaning that you're going to have to either pay sometimes you have to pay cash bond. I've got one that's a 20 grand cash bond. I've got one where they've got to post 10% of 100K, so you're out $10,000 and you have to have the rest on collateral. Or if it's a misdemeanor, you may get a slap on the wrist when it comes to a fine, but you're going to have a misdemeanor conviction on your record for soliciting a prostitute, which good luck finding a job after that. If it's your second offense, it's mandatory 20 days in jail. Or if it's a felony and you get convicted, depending on the type of escort or depending on the age of escort that you're looking at, we're trying to connect with. And if it's an undercover cop, I mean, you could be looking at 5 years, if not more, in prison. So there's a lot of things to take into consideration. I know that as guys, we get excited about things, and we kind of get online and maybe chatting with somebody, and we get looking forward to the opportunity to get excited. Our blood's rushing, and we want to meet. Don't. There's other ways to do it. I don't know. You may or may not be okay, but if you're not okay, you could be hurt, you could be robbed, you could be arrested. And what are you going to tell your wife if you get arrested for some of these offenses? Most of my offenses, for instance, the past 2 weeks, I've had, believe it or not, and this is the truth, 3 teachers get arrested for soliciting a prostitute and turn out to be a cop. They lost their job. They're probably going to lose their wife. They're going to have to tell their kids. There's so many consequences that stem from it. I just think it's a bad idea to even think about it. But if you're watching this and you're in the Phoenix metro area or anywhere in Arizona, and you have been arrested or you've been cited, you got to call us immediately. If you've been arrested, or maybe you're a wife and your husband gets arrested and you say, hey, I want a lawyer to drop everything, go to the initial appearance and get my husband out of jail, we can do that for you. We have lawyers on call 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We're available on the weekends. We have attorneys on call on the weekends. So we can drop everything and make the initial appearance. We can put our team on board with the case, and we can start working it and investigating it and see if maybe there's some level of entrapment, to see about some defenses and getting the jail or the prison time reduced, to see about getting the case dismissed. So there's a lot going on with these cases. If you do it and you get caught, call us because it is an emergency. If you want to speak with me directly about the case, call our office. We've got several receptionists, and like I said, we have 10 lawyers, so they may say, oh, we'll pass you off to an attorney to do the consultation. But if you're watching this video and you say, hey, I want to speak directly with the owner, my name is Matt Lopez, tell one of our receptionists, say, I saw Matt's video on this subject. I don't want to go into detail with any other lawyer. I want to talk directly with Matt. Call me. 602-980-1987. Don't be embarrassed because I've seen it all. I've heard it all. We've done it all in terms of criminal defense. So we got you. We got you covered. We're gonna fight you, fight for your case. We're gonna have your back, and we're gonna make sure that we do everything in our power to sweep this under the rug so you're not gonna have any lasting consequences. Again, Matt Lopez, 602-980-1987.